So, me and Scotty Barrow have lived together for 2 years now, and we've been sent some questions about us and our teammates.
Emilio Kirtley, in a battle royal amongst all the players, who would be the last standing?
I know you're going to disagree with this. Well, I probably would be if I wanted. If I fancied it, it'd probably be me, but I'm going to go Josh Coyote. I'd fancy Josh. He's a big lad, you know, especially in his Conference North, and he's ragged a few centre-halves about. I think he wouldn't rag me, but I reckon the other sort of 18 players.
You've been ragged twice this year.
18 players, he's ragging a few. Who are you thinking is going to be last standing?
My centre-half partner, Nels.
Yeah.
He's, experienced. Probably loves. Probably been a few scraps in his football career, so yeah.
Nels.
100% Nels.
Lovely. Right. A few Twitter questions. Who's the bigger he legend, me or you?
Well, I've played more games, but you've been here more years, so I would probably say you. I'd probably say you. You're a bigger Heat legend than me.
You scored some good goals there.
Yeah, but you've been here a lot more.
But you've played more games.
That's true. I played more games in 2 years than 5 years. So, but yeah, I would say you. You're probably more Heat legend because you play, you do the kit man, you do the media sometimes. You know what I mean? So yeah, you basically an all-round person at this club, and yeah, I would say you.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
That's no worries, mate. That's no worries. So, next question: what was your favourite goal for the club? Do you mean you just say mine first?
You can say yours first.
Mine was obviously Bromley in the FA Trophy. Obviously we lost, but still, I think I still watch it now. When I'm a bit down and sad, I think I just chuck it on and just watch my celebration, me flinging my arms in the air and the crowd and
celebrating on your own.
Celebrating my own, everyone else. So yeah, that's probably my favourite goal. Yeah.
Mine would be, in terms of goal, probably the one that I scored from inside their half, but I said it was inside my own half. Durham Cup, Billingham Town, home. Well, Durham Cup's massive. But as an overall goal, it's going to be the Grimsby one. Yeah. And there was a video put about a few months later with an MC track over it, and it's one of the best I've seen. So you say about the Bromley goal, I sometimes put that on, to be fair, with a bit of MC just to cheer myself up, and you have the goal. So I'd say personally that my favourite goal for this club is the Grimsby goal. So next one. I know the answer to this, but I'll let you on. In a fight, who's winning, me or you?
Go on, I'll let you answer.
You.
I know 100% me.
Yeah, you'd beat me in a fight.
100% me because.
Yeah, but I'm a nice lad. I don't fight. Yeah. Apart from actually on a pitch.
You do fight.
Yeah, I've got your back on the pitch though.
You get ragged.
No, I don't get ragged, but I've got your back on the pitch.
Back,
yeah, I've got everyone's back in the team, but I reckon 1v1 you'll beat me. Do you think you'll beat me in a fight?
100%. I'll have to look at you, ruffle your hair up a little bit, and you'll be fuming, and you'll be down. Simple as. Don't have to put no punches, no slaps. Just ruffle your hair up, and yeah, it's game over. 100%. I like this question. Which footballer inspired you most as a kid? Do you want to go mine first?
You can go first.
Well, mine. Well, obviously, when I was young, my dad played football in the Welsh League and the Welsh Premier. So my dad was my biggest influence when I was a kid. But growing up, as a Swansea fan, you probably like this one. I used to love Lee Trundle. Like, he was literally a magician. Magician with his left foot. I just wanted to have that left foot. I had the hairstyle.
Long?
Nah, it was like, didn't have long hair. He had like the fringe like glued to the front there, and then like spiked at the back and spiked there, and like shaved on the sides. And like, he just wanted to be like Lee Trundle. So yeah, probably Lee Trundle was like my biggest inspiration when I was growing up. What's yours?
this is really random, but he probably isn't anyone's inspiration at all. But for me, I don't support West Ham. I've got no affiliation to West Ham at all. But for me, growing up as a kid, I always remember looking up to Mark Noble. And it's it's proper random, I know. Like, people have been Messi, Ronaldo, but I was in academy football all my life, and he come through an academy system at one club and played in the first team. He still does now. He's 34, and he's been at one club his whole career. Come through the academy system. I don't even know if he's played for England. I don't think he has. Has he?
One cap.
Yeah. So for me, that was a proper motivation, just to try and stay at one club my whole career, play for a club, and do what Mark Noble done. But don't ask me why. I've got no affiliation to him, no affiliation to West Ham. But an inspiration to me, it was Mark Noble. Random, eh? Very random. Right. Good question, this next one. What would your last ever meal be? I'll tell you what mine will be, because it's pretty simple. My favourite meal of the day.
Scrambled egg and toast?
No, well, that's my second favourite. My favourite meal of the day, I wake up in the morning, I look forward to having it. Why are you buzzing? 4 Weetabix, hot milk, and a banana. That would be my last meal. That's not a meal, that's a drink. Well, if we're having a drink, I'm having a cup of tea with it. So that's mine. 4 Weetabix, banana, hot milk, cup of tea, Bosch, brown bread. See you in the coffin. What's yours?
God, mine's probably a Sunday roast. Can't beat the Sunday. Can't beat the Sunday roast.
What day do you have that?
Monday. Nah, that's probably mine. I have a Sunday roast. Oh. Yeah.
What crisps you always eat?
Oh, pop chips.
Pop chips.
Oh, healthy.
Honestly,
Healthy there.
Full of them.
Nah. Healthy.
Love a pop chip.
Yeah. Sea salt and vinegar. Can't go wrong there, I'm telling you.
Good.
And the last question off Twitter. Last one of all. Blessed.
Yes.
3 can you say it? 3 best players you've played with.
You go first.
Played at Tamworth. He come on loan. George Baldock. Now he's at Sheffield United. To be fair, he's come a very long way from once I played with him. He played centre midfield at Tamworth, and then when he went to MK Dons, he's got converted as a right back, and probably now he plays first game in the Premier Day. I thought he was outstanding. So George Baldock. Played at Macclesfield. George Pilkington.
Yeah.
Absolute solid as a rock, beast. No one gets past him. And then again, an overall nice guy. The other one. Can't think of another one, to be honest.
What about against?
Against. Oh, that would probably been. Well, it's got to be FA Cup a few years ago. Seamus Coleman. That was like he played right wing the first half, and then he went back to he had come off, and then Royston Drenthe come on. So my legs were like hanging off after 60 minutes, and then he come on. It was just like, oh, great. But yeah, probably them two. The last one, but that's probably my 3 best players I've played with.
Me, I've been lucky to play with some good players who've gone on to do good things, and pardon? No, one's not. So I'd say third best for me would be Alfie Mawson, who went on to play for Scotty's Swansea. Alfie come to Luton on loan at the time, and technique-wise, he was brilliant as a centre half. He could play. He was really good. He was someone who I thought could go on and play for England one day, but maybe he still can. But yeah, so third, Alfie Mawson. Second, Andre Gray. I played with Andre for 3 years, and one of the nicest kids I've ever played with. He's got so much respect for people. He's not gone big time since he's gone in the Premier League, and he's done very well for himself. And he scored a bucket load of goals when I played with him, and just an all-rounder lovely lad. And ultimately, the best player I've played with, and it's strange because he's not in the Premier League, he's not even in the Championship, but I played with him here, and for me, it's Marcus Maddison. The ability the lad's got is unbelievable, to be honest. It's quite funny, when I first come here, I played a few games left back, so we used to train in left back, and Marcus used to be on the right, and Gary Mills was like, oh Jay, show him down the line, on his right foot. All right, show him down the line, Bosch, goal. All right, brilliant. And we played a game just before he left, actually, for Peterborough. Played here, Torquay. Scored 2 goals, 2 of the best goals I've ever seen, and probably the best performance I've witnessed on a football pitch alongside me. He was breathtaking. So overall, the best I've played with would probably have to be Marcus Maddison.
So I finally found
Who?
Ollie McBurn.
Yes.
Saved him at Newport. He come on loan from Swansea. And look at him now. He just unbelievable talent now. You know, come from a academy. You know, come to Swansea in academy, score goals, come to first team, scoring goals. Now we just move back to the Prem, Sheffield United. So yeah, I think absolute baller, man. Baller. Good beard as well. Wish I had one of them. Wish I had one of them.
Brilliant. Right. Thank you for all your questions for me and Scott. It's been an absolute pleasure answering them, and I'm sure we'll hopefully see you all at home game soon.